This is what happens when you do not get a haircut. All right, good morning, beauties. It is May 12th. It is episode 12, and we're gonna talk about something very important, one of my favorite things in the world, which is getting things in the post. First thing, whoop, we got our book from Rio Carnival, and it is gorgeous. Hold your horsies, I'll show you. Then, oh, this has been sitting around for a while, and it's time we open it. Good old Peter Mckinnon's Nomatic backpack. Woo, cannot wait. Get this out of my ear. All right, and once we go through the post, we're then going to look at some of the gear that I bring into the car and how we package it up. So that way, every time I do my rolling with Weiler on Wednesdays, that I've got the gear that I need inside the car, so it's easy to wake up, jump in the car, and go. And in order to do this, I'm gonna use an overhead setup, which thanks Peter Mckinnon for your blog a while ago. It was really helpful because I have all these bells and whistles, and it was just about finding the right bits, sorting it out, sticking it up on a C-stand, done. My overheads are sorted. Thanks, bro. All right, Peter Mckinnon kind of nailed it with the little demo thing that he did, but I just want to show you mine so you just have a feel for what it looks like in my office. All right, here we go. All right, so we've got a C-stand. That's handy. Cool C-stand. And then there's gonna be this little clip. We've got this. And then the camera's gonna go there because the attachment's on my camera. Yeah, there's the record button. We're still a little flopsy. Whoop. Sorry about the shadows, it's just the way that it works. This is the book, and it is beautiful. We've got that blind embossing on there, which looks lovely. And then we've got the book. Woo, 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 woo. All right. This is a new illustration that I've had done for the book itself, and it looks beautiful. There's elements of the trip, things that really stuck out from the trip, which I love. Beauty. All right, and then, oh, that's critical. You need to make sure that you tailor each of the books to each of the guests. I'm gonna zoom through it. And share them with friends. But that's it. Dunzo. All right, I had a master plan of taking everything over to the other desk, doing an overhead shot, getting some good footage. But that's not gonna work, because then you can't see my face while I'm opening the package and the joy that will be on my face. So we're gonna have to bring that overhead over here. Oh, you mean this shirt? Oh yeah, you know, there's campfires on it. I'd like to say that North Face built it for me, which I still do in my head. But yeah, they're great shirts. Luckily, the way that we've done this on C-stands is it's really easy to move. Can I get it out of frame? No, it doesn't matter if it's in frame or not. Ooh. Ooh, dangerous. All right, one thing we gotta make sure is that I can still hit the record button. Camera angle switch up, whoop, whoop. Ooh. Oh yeah, look at that. Must be all that running I'm doing. Or just sticking myself in the middle of a lens, make myself look thinner and more beautiful. Tricks of the trade. All right, you guys, my understanding is that y'all like to travel. And if you could travel to one place in the world, where would you travel to and why? Put it down in those comments or send me a message. I, personally, would go Papua New Guinea. I've been before and I'd go again. I spent a little bit of time in the Highlands, do some hooly wigman, and then I'd go down, do some lowland stuff, and then I'd definitely go scuba diving. Scuba diving? Yeah. Yes, I love a good scuba dive. Love, love, love a good scuba dive. Where'd you go? Let's just get a feel for that. All right, you guys out there, one of the things I'd highly recommend when you get new cameras is just feel them. Get a feel for the ergonomics of them, where the buttons are, how you get to certain things that you need or want. For example, I've got a camera up here, can't touch a single button. With my eyes open, I've got to do it with my eyes closed because I can't see anything. Game time, let's open a box. Beefcake! Thanks, Peter. Roll. More wonky up there. A little bit, just a little bit, whatever. Let's get the toys out. Ooh, baby, look at that packaging. fine. Nice. Okay, I have a feeling I'm gonna destroy this. The first shoot I go on, without fail, it's gonna be covered in dirt. I've seen a bunch of videos on this thing. Obviously, it's great. He put a lot of energy and effort into designing it, which I would expect out of the man. But I think the big thing for me is I love a good bag. I just love a good bag. And I think for my whole life, I've always been looking for the perfect bag. And I think the reality is there's not a perfect bag ever out there. There's just great bags for certain shoots. Okay. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna do a full demo on this thing. I just know that it's pretty. And, ooh-wee-yo. Battery case, boom. Memory card case. I don't know if that's gonna replace my current one. We've got said pouch. I like a pouch. Rain cover. I kind of wish this was built into the actual unit. Ooh, filter case. That right there for a man who carries filters but never uses them could come in handy. And then this pouch. What are you called? You're called the Cube Pack. The Cube Pack. This is the cube that I think turns into a little backpack. This could be really handy. I take that back. This will be really handy. Nice backpack. Oh. But that must be what one of those vinyls feels like when you are a DJ. Just finished watching an episode of Rolling with Weiler, but what I've realized is I didn't tell you guys how I did it. So here we go. I'm packing up for the next shoot. One thing I like to do when I come back from any shoot is kind of analyze what I used and see what I didn't use. So that way the next time I go on a production or a shoot, I kind of start to cull it down and get to the best bits and the best gear for that particular project. So for this one, this is what I'm taking out. I've got 2 GoPros. One, a GoPro 7, and the other, a GoPro 8. It's gonna give me some visuals. Boop, boop, boop. And then, so that we've got the visuals, we could throw in a little curveball and do like an Insta360. Possible. But as far as editing this vlog out every single day, this could be a little bit of a pickle, just because I'm not used to editing it. I then have iPhone footage, which I can use too. So I've got 3 cameras in the car. And now the next question is how do you get sound across all of those? And you need one guide track. So I bring in my Zoom H4n, handy, records all the audio that I'm gonna get on this audio device, which is the Sennheiser G3 wireless mic setup. It's really, really handy. We've got sound. Now we need mounting units. Mounting units are gonna be suction based because I don't wanna clamp things all over my car. So these are gonna go on the windows. GoPro, I've got like 50 bazillion of these little sticky dealy bobs, but I do not like using them because I'm just terrified they're gonna rip the paint off my car or leave a silly mark on my window. I don't use them. If you use them, let me know how you use them and how you get on. I'd love to know. But I've got about 100 of these things just sitting in a box. And if I needed to charge one of these GoPros, I bring this little battery pack. Branded so nobody can take it. That's mine, I know it's mine. So I can charge on the fly. So I've got my cables and I can charge each of the units if I needed to. And then when those units are going, I can also have my extra GoPro batteries on charge in the glove compartment. And one thing that I always make sure that I have is those silly little micro SD cards because they're so darn small, I often magically forget them in a camera bag or somewhere. And while you're in the car, you want to hit record once on all units. So you're not touching anything while you're in the car. So the cards need to be big enough, and those gosh darn little micro SD cards are so small, just make sure you pack them, because they like to hide. I like to use these cases. They're waterproof and they're sealed. You can do layering, which is really handy. So you can have a little micro SD card if you wanted to let it float, or you can stick it inside one of these SD card holders. Stick it in, and then you could even overlay it with a CF card. That's it. Oh, And then, when you want to sync it all up and look really cool in your vlog, use your clapper. How in the world are you going to store it in your car? I've got these handy dandy little low pro cases. They are awesome. And I'm just going to load it up. Oh, that's not going to work. That is just not going to work. Yeah, I'm not going to pack my gear like that. That is horrible. All right, so there's a little bit too much to put in there, so we're just going to have to put it in here. My trusty little low pro stealth Reporter D400 AW. Beautiful bag. You should make it again, though, bro. And I almost forgot. Make sure you bring spare batteries for those radio mics. They get a little bit hungry sometimes. All right, everybody. Taco burrito, that's a wrap. Winner, winner, chicken dinner, it is over. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. If you want a little bit more, you can hit me up on Instagram, because I'm there. I post some photos. I do some stuff. Then you can see my daily. But have a great one. Pick up the phone. Call your friends and family. Peace. I'm out. Is why I wear a hat. Woo! What about this one? Go Ducks. Go Ducks. Hey.